G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video, and today I'm going to be looking at the Master League, so nothing new there. So I'm running my same standard team, so Giratina, Dialga, Metagross, except for I'm considering changing up my Giratina's moveset from Shadow Ball and Ominous Wind to Shadow Ball and Dragon Pulse. The Dragon Pulse gives it a bit more play against Snorlax. More and more people are running Snorlax as a hard wall to Giratina, so it's something worth considering. So I'm going to have a run through of these now, and we'll see how we go. If we're hitting a whole bunch of Snorlax, then it might be time to change that charge move. The problem really only comes about when you're locked in, but let's see. So off the bat, Kyogre, really standard one there, so let's see what they change to. So that's really weird, so it looks like they're getting lag, so I might as well Shadow Ball, take advantage of this lag. We'll see what they do here. So I have no idea. Oh, so this is lagging ferociously, so I could be switched. They could have switched out, or they could be completely lagging out. So at the moment they've got no... interesting. So let's just fast move farm this down, I guess. This feels really cheap. But, I mean, what can I do? It's either that or I leave the game and... So, let's see what number 2 is. Ugh, so Togekiss. So, let's see what number 3 is. So, had they... Interesting. So number 3 has to be, I'd imagine, Dialga. We'll see how we go here. So I might as well throw the next charge move. So this is really pointless game, so it'd be interesting to see what their third Pokemon is, and see how we would have actually fared had it been a non-lag-tastic game. Let's see how we go. So, and Niboost. So Pokemon number 3. So throwing Kyogre out at the start is a really common move now, because lots of people also throw Steel out at the start. So yeah, Dialga in the back. So that's what would have been coming out. So they would have swapped out into Dialga against my Giratina. I would have swapped into my Metagross, because Metagross has very bad play against the Kyogre. So throw out Metagross, and then as it turns out, that probably would have been the wrong play to make, because they had the Togekiss in there, but that would have been the normal play. So I either mirror the Dialga or throw in Metagross. So yeah, a hard one. Knowing what they had, I mean, makes it easier now, and there's one very, very cheap win there, so that's a bit annoying. Let's hope for the next game to be a little bit better. Let's jump in and see what we get second off the bat. So it's exactly the same rank as me. That's an interesting one. Dancing Chester. Let's see how we go. So we'll throw in game number 2. What have they got? So a mirror match here. So that's interesting. Let's see how we go. So both running super effective, so I should be able to get the win here. So they've thrown their move there, and I've been tapping ferociously and shielded. I would shield anyway, but we will. It's always worth double shielding, assuming you can get their shields as well. So they've blocked up there. So, and attack and defense sharply rose. So that's absolutely glorious for me. So now I will just throw my ominous winds, and I will definitely be shielding up the next attack, because I'll be getting to an ominous wind shortly. They may not even get there, so they didn't even get to it. So let's see what they've got, and they've quit. So you got the boost there, and good game. So happy days. So that's game number 2. So that's about as exciting as the first one. And let's jump into game number 3. So looking for that opponent, see what we can find. The worst lead for me is Dialga. That's definitely the worst lead for me, other than Snorlax. So this is a really good lead, so they will be switching out of this. So I'm just thinking of what to go for. So obviously I want to switch into Dialga. Oh, so that's a big switch there. So I sort of blind switched in there, and that's really poor on my part. So I'm going to shield up this first one. It probably, so it was the superpower. So I thought it might have been, and I will let the next one go. And then we'll move, and we can Iron Head. So this will be a superpower as well. That's fine. So we'll do being debuffed twice now. So I'm not going to do as much damage. And I haven't got very good. So the reason I went with Dialga for this matchup rather than, so I'm not going to shield this either, went for Dialga in this matchup, is because I had such good play with, that's big, and they're probably going to get another one off before I can feint them. No, so they did, I did just get the, so I don't think, so did they get in? No. So this is not ideal for me. So I tried to get the Iron Head off there, but it's clearly not worked. So let's see what they do here. So they're going to switch out, and so am I. So I'm going to Shadow Ball here. So what I want to do is get them close to death, and they're probably not going to shield here, so that's fine. I'm not going to shield either. They'll probably Rock Slide me, which will do a reasonable amount of damage, but I need to save, so Rock Slide. So I do need to save that shield, that shield for when Dialga comes back out. So I'm just going to fully commit to the farm down here. I'm not going to shield this either, and then I'm going to start throwing Shadow Balls when Dialga comes back out. So I think the first one I'm going to do is throw for, let's hope I can get there. Yep, so I'm going to throw my Ominous Wind straight off the bat. So hopefully try and bait a shield here. So they're going to have to shield one of those, and they have. So let's just throw the next one. So I throw straight up Shadow Ball. I'm really hoping to grab another shield. They probably won't shield this because I want to save a shield for... so they have shielded, so that's interesting. So let's see if I can get to the Earthquake. So I'm going to throw my shield up, and then I'm Earthquake, and that's a good game. So there's game number 3. Again, a little bit nicer. Well, much more interesting than games 1 and 2, and let's hope so this will KO, and that's game number 3. So I really thought they would have let the second charge move from my Giratina go through there, just knowing that there was a Metagross in the back with some energy. So but that works out well for me. So jump into game number 4, and let's see how we go. So General Leonardo. Let's hope I get a favourable lead. I've got some really nice leads so far. So this is not, it's alright. So I've got the advantage in terms of, I am going to shield this up. Let's see what they've got. If they're throwing straight up Shadow Ball, no, so it is Ominous Wind, which is fine. Let's see what we've got. So we'll see if they shield this up or not. Oh, so they did as well, which is good. Oh, and it got the boost again. So I'm just going to go straight for the next Ominous Wind here. Oh, almost... and they've blocked that as well. Let's see if I get... Oh, second boost. Oh, they are in all sorts of trouble. So I'm going to obviously shield that up because I keep this thing in. It's going to absolutely rip through their team. So I'm going to throw the Ominous Wind because I don't want them to get to another one. I know it's a little bit early, but I probably should at least hit all the bubbles. I'll knock that down and let's see what they've got next. So it's been double boosted, so that's happy days. So I'm going to go straight up Shadow Ball here. Obviously, as you can see, Dialga still puts on a whole lot of hurt, but this double boosted Giratina is ridiculous, and yeah, they've quit the game. That is absolutely ridiculous. So that is hilarious. So there's a nice little bit of boost for me in that game, and that's game number 4. So let's jump into the 5th game and see how we go. So double boosted Giratina, taking out their Giratina and following then a Dialga is just ridiculous. So happy days. And so once you get that first boost, it's always good to throw your next move as quickly as possible, because if you do get that double boost, it's just stopping Koala Beast, hey? Stopping a whole lot of... let's see. So this is a really good matchup for me. So let's see what they switch into. So they're going to leave it, hey? So they'll probably switch... So I'm going to switch into my Dialga just because... so it'll be interesting to see whether they have superpower here. So I think what I'm going to do is shield this first one, because they may have superpower, they may have Earthquake. Then they've got the Earthquake. So that's good for me. So let's throw now. So I like to wait for them to throw one charge move, because they may be throwing the... well, this is interesting. So do I use my second shield here? You know what? I don't think I'm going to. Oh, and it's the Body Slam, so that's absolutely perfect. So that was a massive shield bait there, and thankfully I called it. So this may take me out. I'm going to throw my charge move straight after. Let's see what it does. Cross Chop is very close, so I'm actually, yeah, so I should have thrown that charge move. So I'm obviously going to throw out my Giratina, and so I might as well throw this Ominous Wind. Let's see what we get. So it's done a bit of damage, not too much. I'm going to throw another one because they've not shielded up, which is fine. Let's see what they've got. So the fact that they've not changed out is probably telling me that they've got a... so I'm not going to shield this. It's probably going to be the Rock Slide, which is absolutely fine. But they may have a Metagross in the back. Let's see what they've got. Yeah, so they've got the Metagross. So I'm going to go straight up Ominous Wind, just to put real shield pressure on, because I want them to start burning some shields. If I can get to another one. So I am actually going to shield this up, because it'll allow me to get to another Ominous Wind. It may actually allow me to get to another one after this, so a second one, and if it does, then that's a good game. Let's see if it does. Come on, come on, come on, get there, get there. Yeah, so it got there, so that's absolutely amazing for me, because that should, yeah, KO, and surprised they've not just left, and they KO'd at the same time, so happy days. And that's 5 games done and dusted. So that last one was quite a bit higher than me in terms of rank, so that's going to be really good. 5 games, 5 wins, so really happy with that. Let's just collect those rewards. Nice bit of Stardust there. Let's see what we get. I'm going to have a stab at Landorus, and it is 1992, so that's not great, to be honest. So I've got 22 Ultra Balls, so I should be able to catch it in that amount of time. I'm really keen to catch this thing and check the difference that it makes to my ranking. Having a 5-0 run is always really good. So that first game obviously doesn't really count, let's be honest. They lagged out, so it would have been an interesting game. So I had the good lead, and then you just don't know. So first ball, which is always nice. Let's have a look at so 11, 14, 10, just poor. So get rid of that one. Let's see how we went. So I've got 25, 59 to beat. I'm hoping for 25. What are we on? 25, 80. Let's see how we go. Oh, 2609. So really quite happy with that. 2609. So that's by far, obviously, the highest I've been. And moving my way, working my way up rank 9, which is really good. So it took me a long time to get over the edge from rank 8 into rank 9, but I seem to have jumped up a little bit into rank 9, which is really nice. So only hit the one Snorlax in that group, I think there was, and they didn't get that aligned with my Giratina, so that worked out really well for me. So I don't know about changing that charge move. Really happy with that, and we'll continue this lineup. It seems to be more people are now starting to run Kyogre off the as the opener. Still got a whole lot of medals coming out, and it seems less and less people are running Dialga off the front, just because I guess so many people run the counter medal to it, that it's, I guess, changed, and so people don't want to run that as the lead, and obviously a couple of Giratina's out in the lead, and that's why I run my Giratina as a boosted. Got some really nice boosts there, like insanely lucky to boost twice in the one game. Back-to-back boosts is absolutely insane, as you could see. Took out their Giratina, followed by their Dialga, and then they quit. So getting that double boost is just insane. Don't know if you can tell, just laughing, absolutely laughing. That was hilarious. So really frustrating for the other person, but it happens. Happens in reverse, so occasionally it happens to you as well. So you gotta laugh when that does happen, either when it happens to you or against you. It is just what it is. So happy days. So 5-0, up to 2609. So really happy with that. Hopefully gave you some little bit of an idea on some of your own teams, and how to counter a team if you run across me, but also if you can switch some of your Pokemon up and get a little bit more success, that would be really good as well. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.